Welcome to Innerji, Tarot Tea Astrology, Numerology, and all things metaphysical. I'm Innerji, the metaphysical crone, and I am here with the reading of the week. This is for the week commencing Monday, the 18th of September, 2023. And I'm going to do something a little bit different for this week's reading. Yes, I am going to be doing a tea leaf reading and maybe bring in some tea coins as well. So let's turn the camera around, gaze into the cup, and see what we can see. I prepared my teacup, and so let's turn the teacup over and see what tea leaves have to say. So as you can see in the cup, I have all these symbols here, and then I'm going to read where the tea leaves fall around or on those symbols. So I'm going to just turn the cup around, and the first point I come to is tea leaves sitting over a teacup and a saucer. And the teacup and the saucer is all about communication, chatting, socializing with friends. Now you might notice the tea leaves above it, and it looks like a young woman who's kind of reclining back in a chair, and she's holding a book and reading. So this is saying to me that this week, when it comes to socializing, whilst that's a wonderful thing to do, it's about taking some time out for yourself. It sounds weird, but socializing with yourself, doing something that fulfills you, that makes you feel good about you. It's also about looking at your own internal communication. How do you communicate with yourself? Are you saying negative things about yourself all the time? Oh gosh, I was stupid to do that. Or are you patting yourself on the back? And there's nothing wrong with doing that when you are feeling good. So for this coming week, take some time out for you. Take some social time that is alone time. Reading the books that you love, chilling out, relaxing, letting your mind have a rest, and perhaps looking within yourself and looking at your own self-communication. So as we continue around, we've got the sun, and down here we've got the dollar sign. And here, these tea leaves looks a little bit like the Green Reaper to me. There's the head, there's the body, and there's the side. And we've got a line crossing, blocking between the sun and the dollar sign. This is saying to me that you're going to look at your finances this week. I feel like there might be something unexpected financially coming your way that is going to cut into your joy. It's going to turn that smile upside down a little bit, because there isn't a connection between money and joyfulness with that line going across. So I feel like you've got to be a little bit careful about unexpected bills, something breaking down that you might need to get fixed. So spending money in a way that isn't joyful for you, just be aware of that. Then as I continue around the cup, I've got the symbol of the man, which represents either a male person or a more outward masculine energy. If we have a look at this tea leaf clump here, it looks like there's a person squatting down and they're leaning forward as though they're getting ready to pick up something that's really heavy. And so this is saying to me that there is going to be someone around you this week who is going to help you pick up the burdens, going to help you with some of the more tough stuff that you might have to deal with this week. As I said, this could be a male energy, a male person, but it could also be a female or someone who is non-binary but has a more proactive, active outlook, who gets in and gets things done. So I do see support there for you this week, and that could relate to this financial situation that might come up and take some of the joy out. Then if we keep moving around the cup, we come around to the baby carriage here. Now, the baby carriage is about starting new things, but they start small. It's not a big new opportunity. It's not a big new thing. It's about starting something new, but starting it in a small way. Now, what I'm seeing here is with the tea leaves, it looks like a bench or a platform. And it looks like we have a person here who's lying on their stomach, their head is up, and their legs and feet are up behind them. And so this is saying to me that whatever it is that you want to start this week, start small, don't force it. Don't feel that you have to bend over backwards or contort yourself in order to make it happen. You're better off doing it small and taking it slow. We've also got this little tea leaf here, and it looks like a lizard's head to me. There's the mouth, there's the eye at the top. And so I feel it's about you really thinking it through first and making sure that you understand what is going to be involved in order to start it small and not jumping in with both feet, so that you are not so that you're not bending over backwards to make it happen, because that will be detrimental. And we've got one little leaf just pointing into the rose here. And so it's saying whatever this new thing is, you've got to make sure that you're truly passionate about it, that you truly want it, but you have to allow it to unfold in its own time and not force it. So that's basically what I see in the teacup for this week. Let's add some tea coins to that and see what else we have. So I'm just going to put out a few to add to this story. So the first tea coin I have, look, I've got the baby carriage again. So again, this is a week of looking at something new, something small, something new that you want to begin. But as I said, with that leaf pointing to the rose, make sure you're passionate about it. Make sure that you don't have to bend over backwards to make it happen, because then it becomes something that is stressful and forced, as opposed to something that is joyful and unfolding. Then we've got the frog. And the frog is all about taking a leap of faith and taking action. So with this new beginning, with looking at what's going on with some time out for yourself and with your finances this week, it's about having faith and taking a leap of faith that this support with this man here will be there to help you with this burden. And then we have the mountain. So the mountain, it's solid, it's stable, it is immovable, it is not moving. And so this comes back once again to not forcing things, not forcing this new beginning, having faith in it and taking a leap of faith to make it happen, but not forcing it. Otherwise, there will be blocks that come up. There will be things that get in the way if you try and force it within your timing instead of its natural timing. So overall, a week, some time out for you. When it comes to socializing, give it a little bit of a break. Look at your internal communication with yourself. Is it positive? Is it negative? And what can you do to address that? Know that there's going to be some unexpected financial issues with that grim reaper eating into your joy. But know that support is there to help you with these burdens. And of course, the bright light is that there is something new on the horizon, some new small thing on the horizon, but don't overdo it. Don't bend over backwards to make it happen. Allow it to blossom and grow in its own time. I hope you've enjoyed this week's reading. This is where we call it a little bit of tea time and reading the tea leaves. I hope you found it helpful. If you like this, make some comments. Let me know in the comments section in the chat. And if you like this idea, then I will do more tea leaf reading for you in the future. Until next time, many blessings to you.